Jeff mentioned in the video that started us today about the huge investment that's been made into facilities at the university over the last 5 or so years. And to see a building like that come to life after having heard about it for so long, it really is fantastic to see. Given current restrictions, very few of us have been able to be inside the building, and I haven't made it in myself yet, but I really can't wait to get into that building and have an explore and see what's going on. We're going to keep focus on Springfield for the next few minutes, and I'm going to be joined on Zoom by Professor Mohammed Arif, who is the leader of the School of Built Environment that's based at the Springfield site. Good morning, Professor Arif.
Good morning, Tom.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, very, very well, very, very well. Can you tell us about this incredible new facility that we've built at the University of Wolverhampton?
Sure. I mean, look, as University of Opportunity, we wanted to be at the heart of major transition of the sector that is taking place from a brick and mortar kind of setting to a more advanced technology-driven sector. Now, although, the building uh, is, we are talking about the building of, matching heritage with modern architecture, but it is more than that. It is actually representing a cause of a sector that is in transition. We have been doing construction since human beings started building their first dwellings. And now we are coming to a point where everything is 3D printed, uh, potentially, and that transition has to happen in the mindset, in the workforce, in the technology. And that is what this building represents, is a move from the old to the modern era of construction.
Fantastic. And with this fantastic new £100 million building, what's that going to mean for the student experience for students studying in the built environment?
Sure. So this experience is going to be quite unique. We are trying to look at new courses, new programs. We have quite an extensive portfolio already. We are the only school of architecture built environment in the world that offers every course from design to demolition and everything in between, which is quite a unique proposition, because you will see universities that focus either on design or the construction phase, but we do it all. So it's quite a comprehensive campus. It gives students that comprehensive experience of different phases, different stages, and different technologies, different practices, and coming together of those things into their curriculum. So we have kept our curriculum to be quite agile. We are constantly looking for new theories, practices, philosophies to integrate into our curriculum. We are probably the only university in the country that teaches students things like brownfield, which is again a major area of focus for us. We are introducing new developments in construction informatics into our curriculum. So we are quite agile and on the cutting edge. Now, this agile and cutting edge experience is what the student will have access to when they come on campus with us. We also have a very good relationship with the industry. And at the moment, we have almost 400, 450 apprentices in our courses. But in addition to that, we are also able to provide quite a few opportunities for students to work with industry through sandwich years, through placement years, and internships. And that also enhances their learning experience in a discipline such as architecture and built environment, which is very applied discipline. So all these propositions combined, in addition to all of these, is cutting edge research. We are doing some very high profile cutting edge research projects in construction informatics, in advanced manufacturing in construction, in brownfield research and innovation centers, and looking at post occupancy in our Becky project. So we have quite a few, state of the art initiatives that are going on in the country that we are part of. Again, students have access to those. We have been the first construction school to have started our own incubator. which is taking first batch of six entrepreneurs through a program of establishing their own business. Now that gives us another unique proposition that our students, if they don't want to work for somebody and want to work for themselves, they can possibly work with us, and we can help them establish a business and mentor them through that process. Again, quite a unique proposition for anybody looking at architecture, built environment, civil engineering as a discipline to pursue in the future.
It's fantastic. It feels like a really holistic approach to that area of expertise and that sector in particular, and it's really pleasing to see. Regard to the building itself, this fantastic facility, what can students expect from the learning environments, specialist technologies, things that they'll be able to access while they're studying at the Springfield site?
Sure. So as far as facilities and equipment and all the tools that we have furnished this building with, they are second to none. In fact, we just got our first batch of uh, all direction treadmills, which are going to help students look at virtual reality in a very different way. We are the only university in the world to have that. This is a very new invention. So if you look at how we are equipping our labs and facilities, we have been quite careful in making sure that what we are looking at is the future. uh, the traditional uh, devices and instruments and facilities, they are there as well, but our focus is on looking at future developments. uh, Within the school we have a couple of drones and couple of uh, staff members who are drone pilots. Now the future of construction would involve lots of drones, because you don't necessarily want to survey a site going in the muck and the water that might be standing on the side. So you might be doing surveys through drones. We have very modern equipment in terms of ground penetrating radars. We have capability to look 3 meters under the ground. Again, a very important equipment that we train our students on, to look at sites before you start constructing. We also are looking at 5G and implementation of 5G in project management, looking at artificial intelligence to give us analytical capabilities to ensure efficient delivery of projects. So all of these bring us in a very unique domain which hasn't been explored extensively, especially when it comes to teaching provisions in schools of architecture built environment across the world. So we are at the cutting edge of technology. We are giving our students state of the art teaching as well as experimental setups, and we are training our students to be prepared for the future. All of that is what I would say our KPIs are.
Of course, Wolverhampton, a city that has always led on high-speed internet and making sure that those connections are there to enable that technology to really thrive. Just to finish off, a personal question: what's your favourite part of the new facility? What's the area that you're really proud of?
Well, I like that architecture studio. The light, the whole ambience of that is really amazing for architects to create creative building solutions for, or living solutions for people. So I really enjoy it. It's quite an open plan, very well lit, quite uh, good in terms of working together, communicating with colleagues. So, and it also shows the transparency and interaction that needs to happen in a design process for construction, incorporating customer needs, stakeholder requirements, all of that. So it's a very unique space we have at the top of our building. It's quite a big space, and I think our students will have very unique experience designing new buildings for the future in that space.
Professor Arif, thank you very much for your time. Have a good day.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.